Hey guys, I'm Billy Philo, back with another instructional video for Masterful Mechanics Baseball. This is our second ever video. We're going to build off our first video, which was our pre-throwing warm-up routine with our arm circles and our band work. So for more experienced and older players, okay, after the band, we can move into another part of our pre-throwing training, which is our Plyo-ball routine. So this is an example of a Plyo-ball. Plyo-ball routine, you get 6 Plyo-balls. They're all different colors and different weights to be used for different exercises. Which brings us into our first learning objective, which is to establish a consistent Plyo-ball routine. Number 2 is learn how Plyo-balls can help strengthen our arm and also improve our throwing mechanics. Number 3 is to build a Plyo-ball progression, which will in turn strengthen our arm as we get progressively stronger. These Plyo-balls can be used in season or out of season. The only thing that I ask is you start at the beginner level and work your way up. Execute the moves and throws that get tougher and tougher. And the only way that you can execute these moves is to start from the beginning. Like anything else in baseball and in life, we got to start at the bottom and work our way up. You're going to get better and better with these moves as you get to more advanced levels. Part of our pre-throwing warm-up routine, and it's for older and more advanced players. So I would suggest anyone 12 and over is good to start this driveline Plyo-ball program. Anyone under 12, I would take a second look and look, is your athlete consistently throwing with good mechanics, and are they strong enough to start throwing these weighted balls? So if your athlete is 9 or 10 years old, really advanced at baseball, throwing well, wants to get better, I would suggest, yeah, they can use the Plyo-balls. You're not going to use the same weights as our older athletes, but you can start a little younger at 9 or 10. But for most athletes who are at your intermediate skill level, I would say start at 12, 13, and this will establish a good base for as they get into high school and they'll have this great Plyo-ball routine, which is going to help with their arm strength and throwing mechanics. So our first exercise is called reverse throws. So for high school age and above, you're going to start with the green ball for reverse throws. For 13, 14, and below, you're going to start with the blue ball, which is a little lighter. So the green ball is 1,000 grams. Use any wall that's going to be hard enough to withstand this impact. So this is a concrete wall. You can use a brick wall, any stone. Obviously don't throw it through drywall. You're going to have a problem then. I don't think it's going to make your parents very happy if there's a big hole in their house. But I would suggest not using a wall that has sharp edges or anything that can cut these balls because they are made of rubber and you want these to last. So for reverse throws, you're going to start on one knee, left leg facing forward for a righty on your right leg. Make sure you're far enough away from the wall that when you reach back and throw it, your hand's not going to hit the wall. Okay, so similar to the band exercise reverse throws, we're going to use the momentum in our chest when we throw the ball backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4. Reverse throws are a great way to activate the muscles in your shoulder. It's going to strengthen all the smaller tendons in the back of your shoulder so that your arm can withstand the force of throwing a baseball. For reverse throws, high school age and over, you're going to start with the green ball, 2 sets of 10. And obviously you're just going to do it with your throwing arm. After reverse throws, that brings us to our next exercise, which is pivot pickoffs. And again, for high school age, about 14, 15 and above, we're going to use the green ball for pivot pickoffs. For our younger athletes whose arms might not be as strong, we're going to begin with the blue ball, which is the 450 grams. Okay, but for our older athletes, you get to high school, you're feeling pretty strong, then you can start with the green ball. Pivot pickoffs are also going to help clean up our throwing mechanics a little and make our arm path maybe a little shorter, which can help get us more separation. Okay, so as a righty, I'm going to have my right shoulder facing the wall. And again, be far enough away that when you reach out, your hand's not going to hit the wall. We don't want to get injured doing these. We're trying to prevent injury with our Plyo-ball routine. So get far enough away. And like I said, I'm a righty, my right shoulder is facing the wall. Get a wide base. Okay, you're going to start with your hands together. Focus on getting to what we like to call the T. So you're going to turn, get to the T. This is the T with my arms out. If my legs were together, my body would be making more of a T. Okay, once you get to the T, you're going to use that front arm to tuck, throw it forward, and you're going to hit about eye level again. Once you get the ball back and ready to throw it, you're not going to make the full circle like you would throwing a baseball. So we're just going to stay short, almost like a catcher would, and only use your shoulder to bring the ball forward. We don't want to utilize our elbow at all in this drill because it's a heavier ball, and we're looking to strengthen our shoulder, especially the front of our shoulder in this exercise. So as you go forward, don't push it all with your elbow, push everything with your shoulder, finish stretched out front, try to hit the ball at about eye level, and pronate as you release. Pronate is when you're bringing your thumb down. You would say like you're throwing a changeup, but actually every pitch you throw, your arm is pronating if you're throwing the baseball correctly. So we're gonna pronate as we release. Try to hit the wall about eye level, give it a shot. 1, 2, 3. And notice how I'm using my front arm to pull my chest down, just like we want to do when we are actually pitching. Okay, so pull that chest down, reach out as far as you can. Okay, so you're also going to do 2 sets of 10 of these. After 2 sets of 10 reverse throws, 2 sets of 10 pivot pickoffs, you're done for the first level of our plyo-ball routine. And depending on how strong you are and how good you're feeling, you're going to continue the first level. Okay, step 1, you're going to do that for 10 to 14 days. So after 10 days, if you're thinking, I'm feeling pretty strong, I'm ready to move on to the next level of our plyo-ball routine, that's fine. But you can take all the way up to 14 days so you feel strong and you feel like you've mastered the moves so that you can move on to our next level. So that's it for the first section of plyo-ball routine, which brings us to our 3 learning objectives, which is to create a consistent pre-throwing plyo-ball routine, and this can be used for mainly pitchers, but position players can use this too, in season, out of season. Any baseball players over the age of 12 for sure. Under the age of 12, I would look at your athlete's strength and capabilities, see if they're ready to start our plyo-ball routine. You can also reach out to me, and we can discuss whatever your athlete needs to make them better going forward. So chances are, if they're younger, they might have to wait a little bit for the plyo-ball routine, which is fine, but they're going to be ready, and they're going to have mastered it once they start to get into high school and once they're playing high school baseball. So after learning objective 1 of creating that consistent routine, objective 2 is to learn how we can strengthen our arm and improve our throwing mechanics with plyo-ball work. And number 3 is to learn about our different progressions of our plyo-care levels and steps. So that was step 1 today that we went over. So you should be ready to purchase your plyo balls and start our level 1 so you can master that for the next 10 to 14 days for your pre-throwing routine. And then you can move into step 2 or level 2 whenever you're ready. So I'll see you next time we bring through level 2 with Masterful Mechanics Baseball. I am Billy signing off. Aloha.